Deportation. My name is Jonathan or John.
And I'm Brooke.
And I got deported to Mexico over 5.5 years ago.
And I moved out to Mexico the day after he was deported.
Time flies.
Yeah, it's almost 6 years now, actually. So in less than 3 months, right? October 1st.
Yeah.
And October 2nd is the day I moved out here. Wow.
So, to a T.
Yeah. All right. So, oh yeah, see? How that one's normal, but this one is stretched.
Oh.
Is it because you changed your phone settings?
No.
Isn't it kind of weird?
Hello, Vanessa.
Hello.
The first one that tunes in. First comment. Aiden.
Hi, Aiden.
What's up, Aiden?
What you up to, Aiden? Oh yeah, see? Just weird. Sorry if the what is it called? Like the settings is kind of like it's pulled up weird. I don't know why it did it again for this live.
Hi, Susanna. We are doing great. We are on here pretty late later than usual.
Yeah.
Because we're just going around and we were doing some stuff and church and all of that. So we're a little later. And so maybe Vanessa was able to join us live because we got on a little later.
Oh, perfect. Nothing, just watching the live. Have you been watching all of our videos, Aiden? And what about your mom? That's my nephew in the comments right now. So
that's funny.
Our biggest fan.
Right. Well, speaking of fans, we hit 8,000 subscribers yesterday. Which thank you all that have been subscribing. Vanessa, Susanna, supporting the channel, dropping those comments. It's truly a blessing for the channel and all of that. So thank you all for all your support and all your encouragement. It's definitely a blessing, especially after that video I posted about the whole Pocho situation. I got a lot of support, so thank you all. There was a couple of funny people, but
there's always gonna be.
But there's always gonna be funny people, and I've always known this, but now with YouTube, it gave me a reminder that I will never be able to please anybody 100%. Even if people that agree with me, they're gonna disagree with me somewhere with something. So I'm just gonna post my videos, say what I have to say, and speak the language I want to speak, because a lot of people are like, speak Spanish, you live in Mexico, it's about time, yada yada. And it's like, this is the language I speak, that I'm comfortable with. My wife speaks it, and it's very challenging for me to speak Spanish all day, every day.
Yeah.
Pero
claro que sí, cuando estamos afuera de la casa con la gente hablamos en español. Pero en la casa y en social media, aquí podemos hablar en cualquier idioma que queramos hablar, ¿verdad?
Hasta en chino.
Sí. Y también hay muchas personas que están subscribers que hablan en inglés. Entonces, yo creo que todo está bien. Hay comentarios negativos, pero you're always going to get that, no matter what.
Siempre van a estar los comentarios negativos.
Y sí, qué bueno que we can choose what language we want to speak on our YouTube, because it's worldwide, right? And the people who are like, oh, you should speak Spanish because you're in Mexico. We do speak Spanish, but this YouTube channel is not just solely for Spanish speakers.
Yeah.
And it's...
Although I did notice, like, especially in that video with the Pocho stuff, there was a lot of Spanish speakers on there supporting everything. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try. And I know I always say this, I'm gonna try to make more Spanish videos. But like I say, it is a challenge for me. I don't know if you guys have seen my Spanish ones. I'd be stumbling over my words, and if I was to do it all Spanish, it would become a burden for me to make those videos, and I probably wouldn't even want to do them because it's so hard to do it all in Spanish. Like mentally, it's challenging.
Yeah.
Doing videos in itself is challenging. Now to do it in Spanish, it'd be a burden.
It is hard just to put content out there.
Anyways, my bad. I had to learn to just ignore it. Like, there's always going to be those people.
It's like saying everyone out in the States, you live in the States, so you can only speak English.
Yeah.
Pero sí podemos hablar en español, pero para hacer videos, todos los videos en español es muy difícil. Para hacer videos en español, just one is hard. You know, lots of editing to fix all of our mistakes. Sí. And then for me, I know you had said it, but also for me, I, not that I'm like necessarily shy, but I'm not always confident with my Spanish. And well, someone was just commenting and telling you need to.
That I need to learn how to speak it correctly. Aprende a hablar español correctamente. Algo así dijo. Y digo, ahí es donde me di cuenta, okay, no puedo complacer. No sé si I can't please everybody. Entonces voy a hacer lo que yo quiera hacer. Porque no voy a poder hacer a todas las personas feliz con lo que haga. Si hago algo, a otras personas no les va a quedar bien y viceversa.
Sí.
Pues así son las cosas.
Sí, y para mí, para hablar en español necesito pensar más y no es natural, no puedo expresarme bien como en inglés y entonces los videos en español no van a estar like as good as English.
What's the word?
Exactly, sí. You see what I'm saying?
Even in Spanish or English, I can't even think of the word.
Yeah.
I don't know, anyways.
Pero así es.
Who's,
si quieres hablar en español con nosotros, si estás en Rosarito, podemos hablar en español. Pero así es YouTube, entonces, no sé, hay muchas personas que tienen algo negativo para decir, pero it shouldn't affect us, sí. You know. Don't let something like that affect anything. We have so much support from all you other people, so thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Nomás quería hablar en español ahorita para que puedan ver que sí hablo español.
Sí.
Pero, discúlpame si no es perfecto. I'm white, like just straight.
Pero lo chistoso es que las personas negativas te miran a ti con más respeto porque tú eres americana, eres gringa. Y a mí, porque yo soy mexicano y lo hablo todo mucho, no me miran con respeto. No todos, pero
no es tu culpa. It's not your fault you were raised out there in the States and mainly spoke English. You know, you're kind of sort of like me in a sense because you were never raised out here in Mexico.
Right.
So it's sad and frustrating, and it's not just us. It's everyone. It's everyone who's deported. All the people we ran into, they're in the same exact predicament, same situation. They're treated the same. And obviously not by everyone. Like, there's very nice people. Like, yesterday I went to Oxo and they were just so nice. Like, I wish I would have recorded it because I was just so happy.
Right.
But yeah, it's not always negativity, but there's a, I don't know if the correct word is a stigma against. Oh, and then someone I saw in the comments asked, what is a pocho?
Let's give you the definition of Google.
Yeah, so like they'll call you a pocho and he'll tell you the definition right now. But technically, he's not even a pocho. But they just have this thing against people who are raised in the States who get deported.
Okay.
And it's not even because they're a criminal. It's for just the race. I don't know. For being out there in the States.
Okay, dice pocho in Mexico is the originally derogatory term for Americans of Mexican descent who have difficulty speaking Spanish as fluently as other members of their home community due to disuse or poor proficiency in the language. They use English words or idioms instead. So Spanglish, basically.
Mm-hmm. I thought one of the definitions was saying basically, it says Americans of Mexican descent. So like someone who was born in the US but their parents are Mexican.
Yeah.
I was just talking with one of our followers, and she was mentioning how her mom didn't teach her Spanish growing up. And something like that. Like if those people were to come out here, they would call you pocho, which there's nothing wrong with that, but they turn it into nonsense.
Yeah. But then people, they'll apply it to me because it's been applied to me. I'm not just saying, yeah, it's not like I'm just saying this just, I don't know. But it's been, that word pocho has been applied to me. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. Pues a mí me dijeron que no soy pocha. Sí.
Yeah. Sergio. Someone said, who's Sergio? Sergio said it's a federal law now in March 2025.
You don't have to read all of that.
I just thought that was funny.
Oh, yeah, if it's funny to you, that's good.
All right. I'm just going through the comments because I haven't even looked at them yet.
Yeah, but Vanessa said, I guess terms mean different things to everyone. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we live in a day and age where words don't even have meaning anymore.
Someone said a Chicano es hijo de a Mexican y Americano nacido in the United States. Did you know that? I didn't know that.
Susana asked if you've been called güera out here.
Oh.
Because she gets called that.
Yes. But I, like those who call me güera out here, they're not rude in any type of way. It's like a good thing. You know, like they'll call Maddie, oh, güerita.
And it also depends in the way they're saying it to you. Because somebody can call you a güera and say it in a rude way.
Like esa güera.
Yeah, and they're saying it in a racist way. They're not saying it in a nice way. You know, yeah, but what I don't, me myself,
I feel like offensive. They would say gringa in a more offensive
or gringa, way. Yeah.
Yeah, which, yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to comment too much on that type of stuff.
Yeah,
but yes. People out here, you want to know something very interesting? So I never realized this, but a couple of years ago, one of my friends told me, who is Brazilian. She lives out here with her husband and her kids. Her kids go to school out here. And in Mexico, in the school system, I don't know what it is exactly and why kids are like this, but they will pick on you if you have dark skin. But if you have light skin, you're like popular. And I don't get why. It's like, you think it would be the other way around? Like the more Mexican you are, you know, yeah. But it's not. And it's just something I found shocking. Before, when I lived in the US, I had a whole different perspective on what it's like in Mexico. And then I come out here and find out it's not like that at all.
Yeah.
And the good and bad, you know, things. But I just thought that was interesting. Probably some of you. I know there's a lot of people who say like, oh yeah, Mexico is not what people make it seem like. And then they come out here and they're like, I'm going back.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
Yeah. So is there comments you want to reply to? Or
whatever you want. I haven't even been looking at the comments. Okay. There's been a lot I'm trying to catch up on.
Yeah, so there was notes that I had written down that I wanted to talk about in this live. And one of them was a comment. They asked me something along the lines like, what's the point? Or, what are you trying? I don't know what you're trying to accomplish on YouTube. Are you trying to become rich, famous, or anything like that? And my point with this channel from the beginning was to bring hope and be a light to those people that are being affected by deportation. Because I myself, I've been deported. Been out here in Mexico for almost 6 years. And before I got deported, I had never been to Mexico. Only when I was from when I was born to about 3-4 years old. And from there, I grew up in Las Vegas from 3 years old all the way to 24 years old. So Vegas, America, whatever you want to call it, was my home. Las Vegas was home to me. And I knew that one day I could get deported because, I'm illegal. I'm there illegally. and I would think like, I wonder what Mexico's like. Like I didn't never looked into Mexico, like, but I envisioned Mexico that it was like a third world country, like they called it, and so I thought it was all dirt roads, people living in huts, people riding around in horses and what are they called, carriages.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought one day I had to buy a horse I could get around and stuff like that. Like I didn't think it is what it is because I had never looked into it. And like the thought of me being in Mexico was like pretty crazy for me to think that.
Mm.
And so the whole point of the YouTube channel was for me to show people that there's still life after deportation. You know, life's not over. You know, we're still here. Um, you know, doing our thing. Like, you know, I'm not living in a hut or driving around a horse or anything like that. So to bring light to those people that are being affected by deportation, and even those family members too that they don't know what Mexico is like. You know, they only hear what the news tells them that there's cartels everywhere and you have to be careful and all of that. And it's like that's not how it is. You know, I mean, there is that stuff going on, but if you keep to yourself, to your family, work, and you know, you do you the right way, then you know nothing bad's gonna happen to you. Like you're fine. The cartels are not gonna mess with you. So that was really the whole point of the channel to bring hope and be a light to those that are going through deportation
And those being affected.
and being affected.
Families,
Yeah.
to see what really is going on out here, what it's really like out here.
Yeah.
Seeing our day-to-day life, and then also to plant seeds.
And then yes, through plant seeds, the gospel of Jesus Christ, like the you know. It was like in the beginning, it was kind of like complicating because I was thinking for it to be more like a ministry, but that's not what this channel is. It's not a ministry. I am not qualified for that. So then I'm like, well, then we can just vlog our life and yeah, so anyways, all that to say, so plant seeds, bring hope to those being deported and just be a light and so and then to be famous, that's like way out. Like I don't want that. Like
if anything, because that's dangerous. If you really think about it, the first time someone came up to us, recognized us, just one time, it's already happened. What, like 2 days ago? And I was just so confused. Like, wait, what? Huh? Why are they asking me a question? They said, "Oh, how are you doing?" And I was just like, "What's going on?" But and then just like for safety reasons, it is dangerous, you know. So that's something. The more popular you are, the more in a position where things may not be good for you.
Yeah, especially here in Mexico. Like I hear sketchy things. I've seen sketchy things with like so-called influencers and stuff like that. So
someone had asked you in a comment, and I
just want to read Susanna's comment. She said, "Doesn't have anything to do with white or black or brown skin. It all has to do with what's in your heart. Jesus changes hearts no matter what color." Amen. Yep. Yeah, you can only change. Jesus is the only one that can change you.
Yeah, and I had seen, but I can't find it now. Someone had basically said, you know, on the day of judgment, when we meet Jesus face to face, it's not going to matter what color skin we have. Like none of that stuff matters. And it's sad. It's sad that people want to just focus on that and build so much hate and bitterness in their hearts, which, you know, the only cure to that is the Lord making you a new creation and for you to be born again.
I just saw that.
Ooh, whoa. Mari Yasmin. Thank you so much, Mari. Wow.
I just seen them like, wait, what?
Oh my goodness. Y'all are amazing. Thank you.
Oh, that's such a blessing. Thank you.
For sure. Yeah. Like everyone, any way, shape, or form that everyone has been contributing to our channel, we're so extremely grateful. Jonathan was actually saying recently that, you know, with building the channel, how were you saying it? Like the more and more you get, like you don't want to like bring that directly to everyone's attention all at once. Or something. Yeah. So we might not like make it known.
Yeah, because in the beginning, like when people were like doing super chats, that's what they call, right? Or super thanks.
Yeah.
We were like shouting them out in the videos and stuff, and somebody actually brought it to my attention, one of the viewers of the channel, saying that, you don't show that stuff because people are watching. There's bad people are watching.
Yeah.
And, you can put yourself in danger because of the stuff that you're putting out there. So we're no longer going to be doing that for our safety because, like people, they start getting ideas in their head and yeah, so, I don't want to put my family in danger over this stuff. So
there's a lot of things we didn't expect. Like we never even expected our channel to grow to 8,000 subscribers.
Right.
So there's a lot of things we're still learning. So bear with us.
Yeah, and especially like being in Mexico, like it can be dangerous. Like I just got done saying, like cartels are not gonna mess with you and stuff, but there is things that are not like the States. You know what I mean? Like so you just got to be careful. So yeah, so for that reason, we're just gonna keep things low key, but we truly appreciate you all. Mary, Jasmine, Marie Jasmine, thank you so much. That's a huge blessing. Thank you so much. It's definitely a blessing. So, and everybody else that's blessed us, you know who you are, and God bless you guys for blessing us. We truly appreciate it.
And I'll put this out here real quick as well. If you wanted to give in another way, like through Venmo, I now have Zelle because I've been getting a lot of people asking me about Zelle. I have the Zelle linked up to our email as well as Cash App. Because surprisingly, YouTube and Apple Pay takes a good percentage. So just in case you guys didn't know that they do that, there's other options.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm trying to find that comment that you were saying, like that everybody. I forgot what you were saying.
There's a whole bunch of comments now that I'm seeing, like, we're all just gonna go to dust.
Oh, okay. Well, I want to answer this one because I've seen this one come. Somebody asked, why didn't you work to get your citizenship after being in the U.S. for many years?
That's what I wanted to tell you too.
Okay. Well, that one, it gets complicating because the majority of the time I was there, I was a kid, a child. My mom, she was over me. I was only an adult for maybe
2 years, 3
years. 2-3 years, and then I got into trouble. But what I did get, somebody asked about the dreamer thing. I was a dreamer when I was out in Vegas because thankfully I graduated high school and all of that. And so like in 2014, I got the DACA thing, but I ended up getting in trouble. And so they took it and then I got deported. So I did have some status, but me being the person that I was, now I'm here in Mexico. So, and then the whole citizenship, like I was a kid. I couldn't even do that. I got taken out there, by my parents. I didn't choose to go there.
Yeah. Complicated.
Yeah. And
sad.
And then people ask, why doesn't Brooke fix your papers? And it's like, oh, that'd be great.
Oh, I wish.
But I got a 20-year ban when I got deported. So I have.
And he was deported one time before we were even married. And then, like marriage doesn't even stop it. Even if you've been married for 20 years, have kids, and you're settled, and now they want to deport you, they'll still deport you if they want to deport you, especially if you're a criminal. Like that is not going to stop anything.
Right.
But yeah, it's unfortunate truth. Yeah. I saw someone have put, can you walk outside with your phone in your hand safely? Yeah. It's not that bad, honestly. I think it also depends on like where you're at and what time of day you're outside. But yeah, like I don't feel unsafe here.
No,
feels like Vegas.
Oh, sorry. I just saw somebody from Japan. They said it's 8:42 a.m. What?
Whoa.
Thank you for tuning in all the way from Japan.
Nice.
Well, praise God for technology. Like you connect people from all over the world.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't think anyone from Japan has said anything.
Yeah. So thank you for tuning in. All right, here, Manuel Valencia. Good morning from Osaka, Japan. It's 8:42 a.m. Monday. I'm watching you live. I don't know how to say that, so I'm not even going to try. But thank you for tuning in. That's one of the last ones.
Oh, okay.
From Phoenix, thank you, DJ Mo. Do you guys happier or more enjoying life in Mexico? Hey, more or less. Brooke or me, I was having these thoughts already before we were like trying to apply to Canada or while we were waiting to go to Canada. I'm like, what if God doesn't want us to go out there? What if we're supposed to stay here and there's like a bigger purpose that we will serve here than in Canada? Brooke, she was like, "What? You crazy?
Hold on.
Don't lost your mind." But recently, Brooke, you want to tell them?
Yeah, it's so funny because, like, yeah, that was maybe 6 months ago, a year ago that you had
Like
said
a
that.
year ago.
And I was just like, are you kidding me right now? You're going to make me stay here? No, because also finances, like, there's a whole story behind it. We'll probably explain it more throughout videos. But anyways, recently, I have thought there have been actually quite a few people on YouTube telling us, like, no, don't go to Canada, da-da-da. And then the other day, something popped up in my head and it made me think, like, I wonder if God is using all these commenters to plant a seed, to do something, like to catch our attention. Like, no, don't go to Canada. And I was thinking, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't go to Canada. And so the last few weeks have been interesting because we've been doing the application, but then we stopped doing the application. And then we're like, no, we're not going to go. Especially like if we can make an income off of YouTube, that can be extra source of income to make us financially stable out here. That was one of our main reasons to go to Canada, is to get financially stable and save money, pay off debt, and maybe then return to Mexico. But if YouTube can help provide that, which it's been such a blessing, I'm like, I don't want to go to Canada. That's too much. Like, there's so much into moving, especially to another country. And, well, I mean, Jonathan's like, we'll just submit the application just in case things don't go well, like we think they would, just to have that option. So we might not even go to Canada, even if we get approved to go to Canada. So I just want to put that out there for you all too, just in case you all are like, so what's going on with the application? We're still going to do it. It's probably going to take up to a year to get a response, but we'll see where we're at at that time.
Somebody had asked earlier that I remember they asked, oh, I heard you say that Brooke was your lawyer or something like that in the video that I posted yesterday. Yeah,
I am really, really good with paperwork. I've done all the legal paperwork that I've had to do, all being out here in Mexico. There are 48 pages in his application for criminal rehabilitation. And just making sure we have everything, doing Maddie's passport, doing my permanent residency, when I did my temporary residency, when we've tried doing things to get like your grandma and your mom's lot back, like just little random other legal things. But I like doing paperwork. It almost makes me wish I would be a lawyer. It's hard at first though. Like when it's your first time applying for something, that really, it's a challenge. Like, oh, you got to figure out this, and this. But once you already do it, the next time you do it, it's going to be so much easier. So I'm like, maybe I should become a lawyer.
Right. Yeah, she's good at it. Me, we ran into a couple roadblocks and I said, no, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
I'm done.
And then we stopped doing the application. And then I'm like, okay, fine. Whew, okay, I don't need to finish the application. We're not going to go to Canada. And then he turns around and he told me like a few days ago, no, we are going to submit the application. I said, what? Because we have a time limit before it needs to be sent in. And that's in like a week or two. And I want to get it sent in ASAP, but we finished it. Thank God. Yeah. Now I'm just waiting. I already went down for my permanent residency appointment. And to my surprise, things have changed since I did my temporary residency. And they told me that I can pay the first payment and then they're going to email me to come back to take my picture and pick up my permanent residency card. Yeah. So I thought I was going to already have it. That was last Tuesday and now it's Sunday. And they said it should take absolutely no more than a week. It's still not ready. I've checked it. So Lord willing, it's ready by this week.
Yeah. Right now I just remembered Susanna has said something along the lines, and correct me if I'm wrong if you're still on. Susanna, you said you are qualified to share what Jesus did in your life. That, yes, amen. Mm-hmm. I am qualified to do that. But I was talking about like a ministry wise, where like, because maybe ministries, you're handling God's word and mentoring these people and stuff like that, right? You're a leader basically, and I'm not that. I can only share what God has done in my life. I'm qualified to do that because, God, He has done a radical work in me. So, but yeah, that just came to my mind for some reason.
What Jen had said. Hi, Jen. Thank you for joining us. I just read your last 2 comments about Canada. And yeah, it's true. It's also like exciting though, moving to a new country. Like when we moved out here, it was very exciting at first as well. So moving to Canada, it does sound cool to be like, hey, we lived in Canada for I don't know how long we'll live there. But yeah, that would be interesting. But I don't know. We'll see where we're at from there.
Yeah. And somebody asked, like, can I go to Canada with like a visa or something like that, even though I have a 10-year criminal record? Well, the first step to go to Canada, I need to get a pardon. The criminal rehabilitation application needs to get approved, and that's what we're doing right now. And then from there, then I can apply to, like, if I want to go visit or go work. But first, I need to be pardoned to go over there.
Yeah. Which anyone who has a criminal record would need to do this process. Yeah, I mean, it's 5 years that you have to wait for Canada. And for the States, he's banned for 20 years, but after 10 years, you can apply for a waiver, which someone had asked us if we would do the 10-year waiver. And maybe, I don't know. That's in like 4 years from now.
Yeah.
The time goes by so fast.
Also, so many comments. Thank you for everybody that's commenting. We appreciate you. Let us know where you're tuning in from. You have somebody from Japan. You have someone from Chihuahua, Texas. Where else? Where's all my people from Vegas? Anybody from Vegas?
I know like a couple people had said they knew you.
Yeah, somebody. Juarez, saludos. Centralia, Washington. Okay. Backyard Magic. And
it's hard to read that one right there.
Spain, they said. I missed it. Is this an old one? Because Hospital de Lavadoras dice, call me Choco, I'm morenito, prietito. That's funny. All right. I don't know what's tripping. But, okay. De Boston. Okay, saludos hasta Boston.
You can check on my phone because you're going to tip over the theme like you did last time.
You're hijacking the phone. I can't see.
I thought you were on that phone, but
it's slow.
That's right.
Texas, Jesus Christ was poor and homeless and suffered a lot when he died for our sins. Yep. Yeah.
So why should we complain? We weren't promised a prosperous, amazing life. In fact, the Bible says that we're going to have trials and tribulations. But take heart, because he has overcome.
Amen.
But yeah, so that's what comes with being a Christian, the trials and tribulations, and how you respond to that is very important as well. So instead of like getting upset, getting angry, falling into depression, which I know is super easy when you're going through a rough time in your life, God, he could either be using that to give you a huge blessing in your life, but that's not a guarantee, or he can just be using it to mold you and build your character, to make you more like him. And if you think about the way he lived, it's like, whoa, if he lived like that and he's the King of Kings, Lord of Lords, he's God Almighty, and I'm, complaining because I live in Mexico or something, or, or I got deported, or, little things like that. It's like our lives are blessed abundantly.
Yep.
Even through the trials and tribulations.
Somebody said, read Hebrews 11:1. And it reads, now faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. And that's from the LSB version, the Legacy Standard Bible.
Today at church, they just cited that verse.
Did they?
That's funny. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where was I?
I don't know.
Dealing with Maddie?
Yeah. But Yeah. I'm thinking, well, I had an email from I also put our email on here for people to reach out to us and everything. And we have been getting a lot of emails. So please bear with us as we try to get back to you. It might take a day or two if we're busy. Or, you know, if it's been longer than that and you still haven't heard from us, we may have missed the email. We try to be like on it, but it can get a little challenging sometimes. But someone was, I forgot where I was going with this.
That happens.
Mommy brain.
Yeah. Okay.
It's true when they say that.
Somebody said it's from Spain, or I think Jen asked, is Jen in Spain? Jen, are you in Spain? Yeah,
no, she's in Cali.
Oh, because she's Spain or something like that.
Unless it's a different Jen.
Someone from Spain.
Oh, because someone probably said saludos, hi from Spain, and she's greeting them.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Let me see.
Thank you, Brendita.
Oh, yeah, Aiden's from Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're still on here.
Thank you, Aiden. Do you like our videos, Aiden? Or are they boring? And when are you going to come out and visit us? I have not seen my nephew. I could like tell the whole story, but it's going to make me cry because that's my baby. He's my little baby. He was, what, 6 or 7 years old. And I remember the day I was leaving October 2nd of 2019 to go be with this man over here. And it was just so heartbreaking.
Yeah.
I can never get that image of leaving my nephew behind.
Yeah. Brendita left us a super chat.
Super thanks.
And
Thank
saludos,
you.
Bella Familia, blessings from Chicago.
Chicago.
How is Chicago? I hear a lot of bad things. So is it safe there? And now I'm like one of those people that are like, oh, I hear bad things about Chicago. Don't go there because they say it's like one of the most dangerous cities in the U.S. So how is it? And on this, she said, thank you, or you're doing a good job on your Spanish bits. Thank you.
You're so nice.
Yeah, thank you. And it's so hard to do them, but since I was on a roll already, I had already posted a Spanish one. I'm like, okay, well, let me do this next one to continue.
Chris, may God bless y'all. Howdy from Odessa, Texas.
From Texas, man. God bless you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chris.
Odessa. Am I pronouncing it right? I've never heard of that town.
Yeah, and then somebody else get I don't know, something LA ranks LA Papu.
Papu ranks Los Angeles. Thank you. Pozole or menudo.
Pozole.
Pozole. I make some good pozole too. It's crazy. I can make tamales.
Somebody just said from New Mexico has the best tamales ever.
Mm.
And you say tamales over.
That's funny.
Oh, you make what?
Some bomb tamales. I've made pozole. And honestly, like, well, I had taken, not to toot my own horn or anything. I feel like I took them, it was in January. I made tamales and I brought them to church for one of our picnics that we have as a church. And the ladies were coming up to me and they're like, I need the recipe. And then some people were like, how are you Mexican? You don't know how to make tamales, but she's white and she knows. I thought that was just so funny.
Not me.
Yeah. Oh no, not
I don't know how to cook. So
amongst each other. So I thought it was funny because it's a theme that they make it seem like out here, like Mexican food. Like at home, you're gonna make all your tortillas by hand. You're gonna make literally everything, tamales, and you go all out. Everything's homemade at your home. And then when we came out here, I was like trying to make tortillas by hand.
Yeah.
And then I started realizing, no, that they don't. Like they look, if you make tortillas at home by hand, they're gonna look at you like, whoa,
real
that's
authentic
crazy.
Mexican.
Yeah. They sell them like everywhere.
And there's tortillerias like
at every corner.
Not every corner, but like all over the place. Yeah. There's just one down the street, like a block from here. I can walk there to get some fresh tortillas.
Yeah.
But do I eat a lot of tortillas? Oh, I eat a lot of burritos.
We get the flour tortillas from Oxxo because I like to make burritos. You need the big ones, and they're actually kind of expensive at the tortilla places. So, what did I say? Oxxo Calimax. We get them from Calimax, and it's a decent deal. And the taste is authentic because they have a thing in the back where they make all the pan, they make all the food back there. So it's like fresh too, some of them.
Mhm.
And he likes the taste. You know what? The best place for the flour tortillas was by San Marino, taking the toll road.
Yeah.
Esta carniceria
Yeah.
right there.
Los
Those,
Compadres, or I forgot what it was called, but it was a brand new
Yeah.
store that we lived over.
Bomb tortillas.
So
Fresh.
Brendita said, she answered me and she said, it's the news, because I asked about Chicago.
Oh,
She said, it's the news. I have been here all my life, John. Chicago is safe as long as you don't mess with anyone. Facts.
I feel like that's just the truth.
That's just like in everywhere, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, there could be situations where you're at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunate things happen when that situation occurs. But okay. Alguien, ¿qué iba a decir? Todos hablan español, ¿verdad? Todos hablan
Menos
inglés.
Aiden.
Oh, menos Aiden.
Oh,
Ajá.
pero en inglés.
Okay. Porque me da ganas de practicar mi español. En mi mente lo practico, y también en las mañanas cuando me pongo a orar, también oro en español. Y creo que es todo el español que hablo con Mary. Hablo español también. Le trato de, entonces alguien preguntó si le vamos a enseñar a Mary los dos idiomas. Y sí, claro, le vamos a enseñar los dos para que no esté como yo, batallando con el español.
Ella habla más español ahorita, pero ella nomás conoce palabras, like just maybe 20 words. Pero ella dice, más agua. Algo así, pero entiende water también. Pero es muy interesante que ella es como un sponge.
Una esponja.
Esponja. Pero gracias a Dios, porque cuando yo tenía 2 años, por nada, I didn't speak any type of Spanish. Y you didn't speak any type of English.
Sí, Noemi dice, yo hablo español. Noemi Hernández. ¿Cómo se dice? ¿Noemi o Noemi? Porque tengo una sobrina que se llama Noemi. Y mi hermana se burlaba como decía Noemi. Decía, no se dice Noemi, se dice, no sé cómo decía, pero se escuchaba lo mismo, no escuchaba la diferencia. Anyways. You should consider making más.
Whoa, I just saw a comment, you need more kids.
No, gracias.
Remember when you said you wanted 10 kids?
Yeah, 10 kids. I don't know what got into my mind. But, yeah, no, gracias.
Por lo momento.
No, Emmy, okay. Porque aquí
Emmy. Okay, así.
No, Emmy.
No, Emmy. En los Estados Unidos dicen Emmy.
Entonces, tal vez así lo decía. Oh, Flower Child, thank you for tuning in. She's like one of our
She's like, why didn't it notify me?
Yeah, thank you. Welcome to the live.
Sí, a lot.
So many people.
Yeah, I'm sorry if we can't. We literally, I think it would be impossible. Es mejor en español. Podemos hablar más en español. Sí. Yo creo que Jen tenía una pregunta que... ¿Dónde está? I think it was like, what's my favorite thing to make?
Spanglish, sí.
Pues, por lo momento, yo creo que burritos.
Pero ¿cómo dice? Un platillo favorito que te haga hacer o que te gusta hacer.
A lo mejor chilaquiles.
Chilaquiles. Oh, sounds good.
I don't know why. Like, I haven't made them in a long time. It's because he has a sensitive stomach. So, yeah.
You gotta be careful.
I gotta be careful.
Or she has to be careful what she makes.
And literally, like, the burritos, it's like all he can handle because he's used to it. But I think chilaquiles. Tamales también, pero es mucho trabajo. Pero la verdad me encanta.
Hablando de tamales, miraron el video en donde Brooke y su mamá y su hermana estaban haciendo tamales. ¿Alguien ha visto ese video? Si no lo han visto, vayan a verlo. ¿Cómo está? La familia viene a visitarnos.
Sí.
Family comes
y nomás
visit us.
Estaba un clip, a lo mejor 30 segundos
Mhm.
in the video haciendo tamales y todo eso.
Mhm.
Pero no, ¿cómo se dice? They weren't like super spicy porque mi mamá no puede handle it.
Sí, eso no puede ser tan picante.
Mm-hmm. Y'all are getting the live footage of me not speaking Spanish well, because sometimes I can speak it like perfect and it's like, oh, she's fluent.
Mhm.
And then you catch me the next day and it's like, what happened? ¿Qué pasó?
Yeah. Later tonight, I'm going to make burritos. Burritos. Oh, that sounds good. Let me see. Yeah, that's what you had to do. Prep them.
Ajá.
Because you said for my breakfast this week,
Ah, sí.
going back to work.
Ayer yo estaba haciendo, it was yesterday, right?
Ayer sí, ayer hiciste.
Los burritos y pues yo creo que nomás tenía 9 tortillas, entonces nomás 9 burritos. Pero normalmente I make 20 and then I freeze them. And then I don't eat the burritos, so it lasts him like a week.
And then somebody said, saludos desde Denver. Saludos,
Denver.
Sol Villegas. Alguien me preguntó, Noemi me preguntó, Jonathan, ¿qué sabes cocinar?
Pues antes cuando yo estaba embarazada, no puedo, ¿cómo se dice? I couldn't tolerate. Okay. Tolerar the smell of onion.
Oh, cuando estabas embarazada, sí.
And he would eat omelets back then with onion, bell pepper y todo eso. And he had to make his own breakfast because nope, I'm done.
Es que yo no soy una persona que es chistoso como Dios nos da dones a cada persona y son diferentes dones que nos da. Como si me enseñas cómo cocinar algo y lo hago muchas veces, voy a saber cómo hacerlo. Pero si paro de hacerlo y pasa mucho tiempo, se me olvida. Me tienes que enseñar otra vez. Pero esta vez va a ser un poco más fácil para que agarre todo eso. Pero para, ¿cómo dice? Responder tu respuesta, no sé cómo cocinar. Nomás, tal vez, ¿quién me dijo un chiste? Porque le dije, no, yo no sé cómo cocinar. Y me dijo, oh, tú eres como yo, quemas el agua. Y dije, oh,
that's right.
You burned the water.
Yep.
Yep.
Ay. Pero, and the burritos, nomás, pues ahorita nomás es con arroz, un poquito de frijoles y carne. Y ya es todo.
Sí.
Normalmente lechuga también, pero I didn't have time to cut the lettuce. I'm on a time crunch, especially making videos and editing and just applications, everything going on.
Y dice Marta, hola Marta, dice bendiciones y saludos. Qué bendición, cuánto ha crecido su canal. Sí, gracias a Dios. Estoy orando por sus papeles para Canadá. El Señor Jesús les conceda su petición. Sí, primero Dios que sí, pero como estamos diciendo hace rato, que si no se abre esa puerta, pues está bien. Vamos a estar, ¿cómo se dice? Content en estar aquí en México o en donde sea, porque si nomás con que tengamos vida, salud y Dios, lo más importante, pues ¿qué más le podemos pedir? So, yeah.
Pero gracias, muchas gracias.
Sí, gracias por sus oraciones,
sí.
Todas sus oraciones de todos, es una bendición, la verdad.
A ver. Muchísimas gracias por todos los compliments.
¿Estás leyendo?
Yeah, that's what I was saying to everyone. Sorry. Thank you so much for all of your comments. I'm going through them right now.
So many. But thank you guys. Thank you and everybody that's tuning in, that's been on for, I don't know how long y'all been on here, but 101 people. That's a lot of people.
Chinese food is the second best after Mexican. That's true. That is true. We like Chinese food.
Yeah.
But man, Chinese food, too much of it.
Let me see. Bendiciones para todos los presentes, no olviden ese like para apoyar a Brooke y John. Sí,
Muchas gracias.
Carmen. Sí, ¿qué dice Carmen? Tienes razón, todos necesitamos las oraciones en estos tiempos tan difíciles. Sí, es correcto. But, okay, now, ¿qué iba a decir? I forgot what I was going to say.
I'm trying to find, I thought I had seen a couple comments that I was like, oh, I want to reply to that, but I can't find them now. There's
So,
a lot.
what are we doing this week?
Esta semana, pues estoy esperando para que puedo recoger mi ID para mi residencia permanente aquí en México. Y no sé la verdad qué día van a mandar un correo.
Sí,
y entonces este es pendiendo.
Sí.
And then, pues, you're going to help someone tomorrow. ¿Y qué más? Editando videos.
Sí.
Porque todavía tengo muchos videos en mi teléfono, pero no tenía mucho tiempo esta semana. Entonces, ya que no tengo mucho que necesito hacer, pues, editando videos.
Es trabajo.
Sí, es trabajo.
Y ahorita estamos tratando de sacar un video cada día. Sí es difícil, pero no es imposible.
Sí.
So let me just go to English. My brain is thinking too hard. So we're trying to get out a video every day right now because our channel is brand new, and we want to get that momentum going. And as you guys have seen, thank you for everybody that's been subscribing. We hit 8,000 subscribers last night, so praise God for that. And so that's why we're trying to come out with a video every day. But I think in the future, once we already have the momentum going, we'll probably slow it down because it does take time, and then that's all on our mind. Well, at least on my mind. I'm like, okay, I got to get the next video going. Like the last 2 videos in Spanish, those was really hard to put up there because I had to record it. I recorded it the same day, and I edited the video the same day, and I uploaded it. So it was a long day, and especially in Spanish, it was more tedious. But yeah, that's why we're gonna try to post every day. And usually Sundays is the days that we'll do a live.
Yeah.
I think all of our lives have been on Sunday, right?
Sí.
So,
para que no necesitamos editar un video. Porque es mucho y pues fuimos a iglesia en la mañana y no tenemos tiempo. Y también quería decir que pusimos captions, capítulos.
Subtítulos. No sé.
Discúlpame, subtítulos en nuestros videos para las personas que no hablan en inglés. Y espero que es algo...
Subtítulos.
Subtítulos. Que es algo suficiente para ustedes porque we care for you all. We want to help.
Yeah.
Sí. Pero también para hacer los subtítulos mucho tiempo. Y para hacer un video en inglés y en español, si tiene 2 idiomas, es más trabajo, mucho más trabajo que chiste.
Sí.
You think it's so fast, 10 minutes, it's como 1 hora, más o menos.
¿Para los subtitles?
Sí.
Pues, sí.
At least for me.
Sí, porque ella edita los subtítulos porque en veces dice algo mal, porque es por una aplicación que hacemos los subtitles. Entonces,
y pagamos.
Y muchas veces no como dice, lo que decimos no lo dice bien. Entonces, a ella le gusta editar eso. A mí no me gusta hacer eso porque como dice,
si tengo frustro. Tiempo.
Sí, tienes tiempo, sí.
Pero todavía a lo mejor hay palabras que son incorrectas, pero I try.
Sí.
Muchísimas gracias, Sol.
Otro super chat.
Muy bonita familia. Fue hermoso escuchar tu historia con muchos tropiezos, pero ya estás en el camino correcto. Muchas bendiciones.
Wow.
Muchísimas gracias.
Sí.
Y también queremos hacer videos de nuestros testimonios, como like where we met y todo eso que él tiene en español, pero también en inglés para las personas que no hablan en español. Y también quería estar en tus videos, pero no tengo tiempo. Cuando él está recordando, grabando los videos, yo estoy haciendo las cosas en la casa y todo eso. Sí. Y pues sí, quiero hacer videos, the same ones.
En English. Sí, ya hicimos un video en inglés de nuestro testimonio, pero lo hicimos, es casi 1 hora el video y tratamos de poner todos los detalles en ese video, pero es muy difícil. Los pasamos muchos detalles, entonces queremos hacer uno en inglés para que sea más, tenga más detalles y tenga más contexto de cómo pasaron las cosas.
Sí, sí. Muchísimas gracias, Angela, La Valley. Sorry, my eyesight is horrible right now. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. We both are busy. Make sure you get enough rest. Jen or Jenny, I can't remember if it was Jen or Jenny. Disculpa me. She was just saying that we need to take your blood pressure for your headaches. And that's, I think, honestly, stress contributes to so many things with your body. Not sleeping well, having headaches, like what's going on with you right now.
Right.
So that's something that's a good point, being busy and having a lot on our minds.
It was a little concerning because we just met somebody and that person was sharing with us that she had a stroke, and before that she had that stroke, she was getting like a bad headache on the back of her head for a while, and she was just like ignoring it. You said a migraine or something like that.
A migraine, which is, the severe ones. No sé si.
Right.
I don't know if you had one.
Huh?
I don't know if you had that.
I don't know what's severe or not. Like me, I have pain in my body. I'm just like, just shake it off, keep moving.
You don't even tell me sometimes.
Yeah. So I don't know if this is bad or not. Yeah, we haven't even went to the doctors or anything like that. So, but yeah, when I was getting that headache, it reminded me of this person that said they had a stroke after, and I'm like, dang, I ain't trying to have that. So.
Yeah, but we have a blood pressure machine from when I was pregnant. My mom gifted me with that. So I know they say in the mornings to take your blood pressure, but she actually gave me a whole thing of explaining it. So we're going to do that.
Yeah.
For sure. But yeah.
Yeah, you got to take care of ourselves. We only have one body.
Yep.
And then I'm curious, Brendita 21, is your name Brenda or is Brendita like a nickname? And do you speak, are you fluent in both languages, English and Spanish, or Spanglish? Because I did see you comment to Spanglish.
En los dos.
Just curious.
Someone commented, and I had seen it twice, so I want to get back to them. Fabricio. He said, does the American food chain taste the same down there like it was here in the U.S.? Like Wingstop, all of that stuff. Well, I mean, some places might kind of taste similar. You're saying that Carl's Jr., the jalapeno burger, it tastes like the same as out there. But I know like some of the stuff, because when we would get like the breakfast monster biscuit, I think is what I would get. It doesn't taste the same. No, it doesn't. I mean, it's just different too, but it's still bomb. It was still good. That one I really like. Burger King. We went to Wingstop recently. What did you think? Do you think it tasted similar?
No, because I got the boneless wings, and usually, I got the boneless wings, and usually I get the ones that have bone in.
Bone in. Oh, that's what I would usually get too.
Yeah, so it was. I couldn't really compare.
The French fries were completely different. I got barbecue, and the barbecue sauce. I love spice, so it tasted perfect for me. But it actually had some spice in it. I don't know where it came from. But in the States, you're not going to get spicy barbecue sauce. ¿Qué más?
Yeah, so what else? Little Caesars, it tastes about the same, I think. No?
That was one of the biggest ones I noticed did not taste the same at all. they like, well, at first I remember it would be super skimmed. And I've been noticing they're better now. Maybe it was just like the people working there at that time. But yeah, it's different. Even my parents, when they came, I think they said, "Oh, this is different."
Yeah.
It's not bad though, but it's different.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Then like foods, nothing to do with fast food. Like Doritos, the cheesy ones, those have a bit of spice out here. Out there, they're cheesy. Here, what? Okay, so let me finish out the saying real quick.
That threw me off too.
I just smack dog the screen on what? What was I saying? Oh, the chips. Yeah, so they're a bit spicy. The hot Cheetos, like the ones from here and over there, totally different. One thing that really I don't like about here, the Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is my favorite drink. The one out there versus out here, it's totally different. Like the one here is like more watered down for some reason.
Yeah.
And then what's another one? Pepsi. Your dad had said something about like the Pepsi out here is not the same. Coke is closer to Pepsi.
Yeah, my dad said that he buys the Coke out here because it tastes like the Pepsi out there instead of like Pepsi. And they have Pepsi out here.
What about Hershey's?
Oh man, don't even get me started. That was one of the very first things I tried, and I was just heartbroken. Like, it does not, it tastes like, you know how like there's those chocolate bunnies or chocolate Santas that they have, like knockoff chocolate. It's not Hershey's or none of that. And you can buy those. It kind of tastes like that. Like, it did not taste like the actual Hershey's chocolate because it's a very distinct chocolate.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of different things. There's probably so much more. Well, maybe we could even ask them what foods out here, whether it's a restaurant, something from the grocery store, tastes like absolutely different.
Let me see. Okay, do you want to reply to them?
Yeah. For Weedy Kete Rojo? I don't know if I pronounced that wrong. Thank you so much. Yeah. He said, and whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God and the Father by him. Amen. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know if you saw our faces when you sent that.
I caught that one. The one before that I didn't catch it, but this one I'm like, wait, what is that?
Yeah. Whoa. And it stands out because it's a big color.
Yeah. Yeah, because when you guys comment, we can see it on the screen, and it's just like just a little thing. But then when it's like a super chat, it'll change the color of the screen, and it's just long. So
what is going on? It keeps going. Joe Ortega, don't worry too much. God is in control. If you believe and trust him, I believe that God and your subscribers will push you to 100,000 and more. Stay true to yourselves and don't listen to the negativity. Wow, yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Joe. God bless you. We appreciate that for sure.
Yeah, it's everyone who's supporting us.
Yeah,
like this, like God has definitely blessed us with such a amazing support following. Like, it's mind-blowing. Yeah. Beatrice. Thank you so much, Beatrice.
Beatrice. Oh, I think Beatrice has commented on our videos and stuff like that.
I know the name sounds familiar.
Yeah. But yeah,
I know there could be like multiple with the same first name. When my daughter moved to Florida for college, she called me one day and said she was starving because they don't have our kind of Mexican food in Florida. Man, yeah. Things, well, even out there, right? You go to a different state and then the food tastes completely different. Yeah, that happens out there.
Yeah.
I remember one time when I was younger, going from Vegas to Cali. I'm like, what is this? It's not the same, but it's the same chain.
Jen asked, do they have Del Taco or Taco Bell out there? No.
Disgrace.
Yeah. The American chains they have out here is Carl's Jr., McDonald's, Starbucks, Little Caesars,
Burger King,
Wingstop.
No, yeah. Well, in TJ, I know they have like
Buffalo Wild Wings, TGI. Oh, Applebee's.
Applebee's, that's right.
What else they got out here?
Hmm.
But no, they don't have out here Jack in the Box, which I'm like so sad. So they don't have Jack in the Box. They don't have Krispy Kreme, which is crazy. Like, why would they not have?
I had a dream last night that they had Krispy Kreme and ensalada.
What else? Canes. What's another one I'm missing? A big chain. I feel like there's one. But yeah, so those 3 or 4 that I named, they don't have out here.
Is there a Krispy Kreme and ensalada? Because I had a dream because you have been sad about that. He loves Krispy Kreme donuts. Even though I tell him the donut shops out here are still really, really good.
Yeah, they are.
They are. But he just wants Krispy Kreme so badly.
Right. And then Brenda or Brendita, she answered. Because remember I asked her, is your name Brenda? She said, yes, guys, my name is Brenda. I was born in Mexico, really, and grew up in Chicago.
Wow.
What part of Mexico? Where are you from? And then she said, I do speak both Spanish and English. Is it perfect? Is it better than mine, your Spanish? Because my Spanish is okay. I just don't practice it enough for me to be fluent and can hold a conversation for super long. Which I think I could. It just depends. If I'm forced to speak with a Spanish speaker for a long time, then I got to do what I got to do. But at home, it's just always the last 6 years. It's just been me and Brooke, really. Like the first 3 years, which I'm gonna come out with a Spanish video explaining that how we were hermit crabs. But the first 3 years, it was just me and Brooke. Like we wouldn't go out. And, I'd go to my jobs, and my jobs, I run my own jobs here, have my own little business. I want to say like maybe 99% of my customers, they are American, so English speakers. Like 1% maybe they're Mexican or Spanish speakers. But for the most part, like the whole time I've been out here, I would say maybe 95% of my conversations that I've had here in Rosarito, they've been in English. 5% have been in Spanish, which doesn't make sense to me. But
there's a lot of English speakers out here,
left and right.
Even
all of our neighbors here speak English. Everybody that's our neighbor, they speak English. So
there's even Mexicans who have only lived in Mexico, born and raised in Mexico, and they know English. Because they learn it in school. Well, we're a big American tourist location. I feel like that's also a big factor in that.
Yeah. So, why was I saying that? Oh, because my Spanish, I'm sure it could be better, but I'm not around Spanish speakers, so I can practice it. Now, since God saved me and we started going to church, then I was surrounded by a little bit more Spanish speakers, because there you have everything, a whole mix. And so I've been able to practice my Spanish better. And I think maybe like in the last 2 years is when I really was like, okay, I got to start practicing my Spanish, because my Spanish is not like...
Vendiendo en sobre ruedas.
Sí, ahí es donde Brooke aprendió.
Para
hablarlo mejor el español.
Sí.
¿Y cómo aprendiste español?
Pues tomé clases en high school, en escuela, 2 años, nomás Spanish 1 y Spanish 2. Y para escribir y leer, pero no estaba perfecto. Pero ya aquí en México, hablando con la gente, la verdad, vendiendo las cosas en los tianguis, mucha práctica, ¿verdad?
Sí.
He would make me do the selling. He would make me order all the tacos that we would buy. Pero todavía es un poco difícil. Yo creo que después del tiempo, poco a poco, estaba aprendiendo más y más y más. Porque es mucho, la verdad. Yo tenía 21 años cuando llegué a México. Y that's young, but it's not like Maddie. She's a sponge.
Sí, pero I want to read Brenda's comment.
Sí.
I asked her, what part of Mexico? And she said, I'm from a small pueblo, 4 hours from Mexico City. Yes, my Spanish is good. Spanish was a must at home with around a big Latin community. Travel back and forth to Mexico. Okay.
Qué bueno.
So you don't have to answer this, but so you must have had a close relationship with your parents, and were speaking Spanish with them. Me, reason why I didn't, my Spanish is not like 100%. With my mom, she's a Spanish speaker only. That's all she speaks. She doesn't speak English, or I don't even think she can understand it that well. But anyways, I didn't have a very good relationship with my mom. I tried to avoid her, and being in Vegas, growing up there in school, like all my friends and everybody, it was all English. So that was the language I would practice. And at home with my mom, I would speak with her. Like with my brothers, we would speak only English. We wouldn't speak Spanish. And thankfully, at least I could say my Spanish is maybe like 95% fluent. No, I'm still missing that 5%. But that's why I didn't, I'm not like 100% fluent in Spanish. And people wonder, like, wait, why? I, I actually just read some comments that were just very rude. But anyways, they're like, why, if you're Mexican, why can't you speak it correctly? You know, you're born in Mexico, and they just don't understand. Maybe they're just getting ahead of themselves and just firing off. But that's why my Spanish is not 100%. And that's interesting. So I do hear the reason why I asked if Brenda has a good conversation or relationship with their parents is because people that are Spanish speakers that are like very fluent and they speak English, that are bilingual, I noticed they have a very good relationship with their parents, and they're just outgoing. Me, I was like totally the opposite of that. Not a very good relationship with my mom, and just I'm not a outgoing person, I guess.
Just a troublemaker.
Just a troublemaker, yeah.
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 You need to take a medical Spanish class. Y también aquí en México, the slang, no sé cómo se dice slang, the slang es muy diferente de en los Estados Unidos. Entonces, pues aquí como dirección y ubicación. I learned out here, ubicación, they use it more than mi dirección. Pero acá en los Estados Unidos, pues al menos en Las Vegas, dicen dirección más. Usan dirección más. That was one thing I learned.
Somebody said, Jen. Oh, gracias, Brenda. She said, su español es muy bueno, Brooke y John. Muchas felicidades por eso.
Gracias.
Gracias. Lo estamos practicando. Dice Jen, I also took Spanish in college, but the saying is true. If you don't use the language, you forget. I need to be more persistent and practice more. And that is very true. So I have a sister. She basically had the same situation as me. You know, we got taken out there to Vegas. We grew up there. We learned our first language was Spanish, but in school, then we learned English. And that's the language we would use. But my sister, it's a complicating thing, but she got raised with my grandma, and they had a very close relationship. And her Spanish was very good. Like,
that makes sense.
She beat me at Spanish anything. Me, I was different, right? But check this out. And her English was great. It was just, she could speak it as fluent as I can speak it. Well, at a young age, she went back to Mexico. She had been here for many years. I don't know how, 10 years maybe, I don't know. Everybody around her was Spanish speakers. Well, when I got deported back in 2016, I went to go visit her. I hadn't seen her, maybe it was 10 years at least, I think. When I went to go speak with her, like, my Spanish was not good. And so I would speak to her in English because I knew she spoke English. Well, when she spoke to me, when she spoke it back to me, I'm like, wait, what happened to you? Or what happened to your English? And she had perfect fluent English, no accent whatsoever. But now she has an accent. And it was just like, wait, what? You had perfect English, like you lost it. Yeah. It was crazy, but I think you could get it back. But she doesn't practice it. Like her kids, they all speak Spanish, and I don't know if they speak English, but yeah. So yeah, so you need to practice it. All that to say, you need to practice it to be good at what you're
Yeah.
trying to be good at.
I remember she came to visit us in 2020 because she lives down south in Mexico. And yeah, when she came to visit us, that was really like, that was a good practice for my Spanish.
Mhm.
And my Spanish, like I can admit now, my Spanish was horrible back then. And I could only last maybe 5-10 minutes in a conversation before like I mentally like am drained. Now I can talk probably for hours. But yeah, I remember that she spoke English, and so she was like speaking English. I was trying to speak Spanish and just like practicing with that. Very interesting. I feel like that's what we need. Practice in the house. We can speak to each other in Spanish, but it only lasts for so long because it's not natural. It's not normal. And he doesn't have the patience to deal with me like, wait, what's the word? Or wait, what's this? Or I can't, let me just cut to the chase because I'm having a mental breakdown. And, you know, when you're talking amongst each other, you want to, and it's like important things you're talking about, you want to get it out and be correct. But yeah, sometimes we'll practice when it's not like as important. And then we talk in Spanish with Maddie. Obviously, that's easier because it's more simple words, the easy stuff. But yeah, just in case people are wondering why don't they practice with each other, because my Spanish ain't that good. For him to get better at Spanish, he needs to be practicing with someone who speaks Spanish good too.
Sí. Sí, si viviera con mis tíos en Tijuana, tal vez mi español fuera mejor.
Okay, the chair might make a noise because I'm going to push it. Sorry. I have to stand up. My back started getting a sharp pain.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, we can start cutting it in a bit, in a couple minutes or something.
Yeah, I'll stand back here.
We've been at it for 1 hour and 16 minutes. Yes. Thank you all that have been staying on the live. We appreciate you. And Samuel, Vera, thank you. God bless you, bro. I appreciate it.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much.
You put a little pair.
Oh, they can do that. I didn't even realize.
Yeah, thank you. We appreciate it. Videitos en español. Wait.
Yeah, I still have like when I got the herniated disc and the sciatica pain. So that was like 3 months ago, and I still have flare-ups. And since we were at church today, it's been a long day. Mm-hmm. I didn't rest before this live, and I can feel that sharp pain right now from a flare-up, which I don't get often unless I'm like doing a lot. So after this video, I'm probably gonna just go lay down and rest my back for a while. Yeah. But I've been trying to manage. I just got to change position because how long has it been? Almost 1 hour and 20 minutes. So that's why that makes sense.
Okay. So what's I gonna do? Angela said, some people are so stubborn and keep insisting for you to do videos in Spanish. Tercos. No English. They will continue to do them in English with Spanish subtitles. Many people do the same thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have noticed other channels, they do the same thing, but and that's why we do Spanish subtitles to help out. Yeah. But think about it. If we were to do Spanish videos, all of our videos in Spanish, we're not going to come out with as many videos, as much content, and they're not going to be as natural and like interesting. Yeah. It's going to have to be more staged.
It's not, what's the word? Authentic. It's not going to be as authentic. We're going to have to be thinking, and it's going to become a burden to the point where I don't even want to do it no more because it's too complicated. Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to try to do more videos in Spanish because I know there's more Spanish speakers, like especially in that video where I was talking about the pocho stuff. Mm-hmm. There was a whole bunch of people commenting in Spanish, maybe because the video was in Spanish, but a whole bunch of new people. So I'm going to try to make those videos for that, the Spanish speakers. Mm-hmm. And
with the ones who are upset?
No, not the ones that are upset. For the people that are watching our channel that are supporting. Oh, okay. And yeah.
Sorry. You just said what? I was like, wait, what? I'm like, you don't need to do it for those people, but you know, for the supporters.
Yeah. I don't do things because I'm forced. That's me. I become stubborn when somebody tries to force me to do something. Like I'm not gonna do it.
Rosa Martina said, are your church services in Spanish or English? Los dos.
Sí, es bilingüe. Voy a poner el link de la iglesia de su YouTube para que puedan mirar los sermones si están interesados. Tienen todos los sermones, creo que el sermón de hoy ya está, o no.
A lo mejor sí.
Si no está ahorita, va a estar más, lo van a subir más tarde.
Sí.
Voy a hacer, a ver, copy link. Okay.
Hi, Brooke and Jonathan from Vegas. Just barely saw your live, and hi from your tío, Max Aldivar. JK sending
I
blessings.
remember that. Okay. Saludos, Rosa. So I just posted the link for our church's YouTube channel, and you guys can click on that and watch their sermons. But yeah, the sermons, they're bilingual. When they do the sermon, one person speaks in English or Spanish, and then the other person translates. So yeah.
Yeah, it's in Playa Tijuana. A lot of Americans. Well, it's pretty much like half and half.
It's half and half.
I feel like maybe there's more Spanish speakers, though, if anything.
Yeah.
So we do get practice there.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. You're gonna say it?
Yeah.
Okay. We're probably gonna start cutting it though pretty soon because yeah, we don't want your back to get messed up, and we got a long week ahead of us.
Kind of.
Yeah, kind of, but still.
Well, to get my permanent residency, I need to be in tip-top condition because there could be a long wait.
Right.
But we'll see.
And then, so thank you for everybody that's been sticking around all this time. Jan, Brenda, Susana, Flower Child. Who else was it? And my tío, Max.
Beatriz.
And everybody that gave us super chats, Samuel, Beatrice. Dang it.
I have a question, actually. Do you think we should do more lives like this? Like, do you enjoy the lives? Because I know once we put out the lives, we can't go back and add captions unless we take it down and then redo everything. But do you all enjoy the lives? Yes. That's one yes. How many lives do you think we should do a week?
And what's a good time?
Oh, and then what's a good time?
Because yeah, we don't
Aw.
Aiden said yes. Thank you, Aiden. We appreciate you.
Flower Child, yes. Oh, okay.
Peter, yeah, he said he likes the Spanish videos because it helps him practice his Spanish because he's learning Spanish.
Okay.
So people like that, when they tell me to do something and I can do it to help them, I'll gladly do it. But when people are wanting to force me to speak Spanish because I live in Mexico, I'm like, man, I'm not gonna do it. You gotta, what's it called? You gotta give respect to get respect. But yeah, so a lot of people are saying yes.
Yeah.
Whenever it's best for you.
2 times a week. Yeah, so at least once a week.
This time is perfect once a week. Yeah, I think once a week is pretty good. A lot of Mexican YouTubers do more lives than videos. Interesting.
What?
Oh, Tana. Muchas gracias, Peter.
Perfecto. Entonces, pues en los lives podemos hablar más en español porque no necesitamos editar, quitar, mistakes y todo eso.
Sí.
En las dos idiomas.
Eso
3 times a week. They'll probably be shorter.
Ya han comido tostilocos. No, fíjate, interesante que de los 6 años que hemos estado aquí, a mí me gustan las cosas picantes y todas esas cosas. A Brooke no tan. Le gustan las cosas picantes, pero como tajín no le gusta.
Con sal, algo con sal no.
Y a mí me encanta. Entonces, pero a mi punto, nomás una vez he tratado los tostilocos y la verdad no me gustaron.
Estaban
pero en Las Vegas, ahí sí los he tratado y muy diferente. No sé por qué, a lo mejor no los hicieron bien.
Where we went, it was Thrifties. Oh, they also have Thrifties ice cream out here. The chains.
Sí.
Yo creo que estaban Thrifties en el pabellón.
Ajá. Sí,
a lo mejor por eso, no.
Tal vez.
They weren't like professional. That wasn't their theme.
A lo mejor tengo que ir a un lugar donde venden así como botanas. Cosas así, sí. Sí, Brenda dice snacks mexicanos picantes, mucho limón. Sí.
Sí, me gusta limón, picante,
Pero
Me gusta,
tajín.
no me gusta tajín. Menos tajín. No sé por qué. He thinks I'm crazy. Like, he'll put tajín on his fruit, and I'm just like, that doesn't go together.
Sí.
I'm gonna get so much hate right now in the comments.
We're gonna get canceled now. Everybody unsubscribes.
But I'll put so much spice in it, but I don't know what it is about tajín.
It's bomb. It's bomb.
I don't know. Like tapatio. I like tapatio better than Valentina.
Ni con mango el tajín.
I don't like sweet with spicy.
Oh.
That's what it is. That's what I don't like.
Nah.
Sweet and spicy.
Pero Mary, ella le encanta el tajín.
Sugar.
Nomás se come puro tajín.
And she likes limon. She'll eat the lime like a straight. Like, she's straight Mexican. She's more Mexican than probably lots of Mexicans. She ate a taco with salsa on it, and I remember the lady was like, "It has salsa. Is it okay?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, she's good. She'll like it."
Yeah.
And they're like, "What?"
Con chamoy is delicious. Aiden said, "I love that ice cream."
I'm just gonna zip my lips right now.
Get canceled.
Here's my white side of me coming out now. But I think that's it. Just tajín.
Yeah, I think everything else you like it. I think so, right?
Yeah, I like spicy. Like, it's as much spice as you can get. I can tolerate it, and I like it. There's places you go to, they're not even that spicy, and it's like, I thought we're in Mexico.
Hayden said, "I like tajín, not with fruit though." Huh.
Oh, that makes sense because you're my nephew. Not with fruit though.
Yeah, ¿qué dice? Hablando de Mary, todavía está dormida. Ok, ya nos tenemos que ir, se tienen que levantar. Ya casi son las 6. Ok.
Oh, no.
Ya nos tenemos que ir porque...
We got home really late though, so that makes sense.
Ajá.
Yeah.
Yes, Tana, you guys are one of my favorite. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, everybody that stuck around, thank you guys so much. And everybody that dropped the super chats, God bless you guys. Truly is a blessing for me and my family. Aiden, thank you for sticking around from the beginning. Susana, God bless you. Martina, Brenda, Beatrice, Dios los bendiga a todos.
God bless you all.
And we'll catch you on the next one. God bless you.
Bye.